My special guest, of course, is Frank Marino. Frank, I've known for nearly 10 years now, I think, Frank,
Quite a
since
while.
we first met each other. And it's always been a mystery to me, the way that you guys are able to perform every night. How many shows now?
Have we performed total?
Yeah.
God, for the first 15 years, we did 3 shows a night. So if you had a
You
15
stopped
years,
counting.
yeah, I stopped counting. But probably way more than any other show on the Strip.
Right. How did this all begin for you, Frank? This seems a very strange profession for a young man to get involved in.
Well, like I mentioned in my book, my original goal in life was to become a medical doctor. And while going to school, I was working in as a junior pharmacist in a pharmacy. And I guess, you know how the large pharmacies have the makeup counter up front? I guess I spent a little bit too much time at the makeup counter as opposed to the pill counter. And learned how to, the representatives would come in and show you how to use the makeup that you had to sell, blah, blah, blah. I was really interested in that, and I was able to sell the product because I have the gift of gabbing. Right. And the ladies would come in, and I'd show them all the new techniques, and they absolutely loved me. So for Halloween, I dressed up as a woman one year, and met an agent who was booking female impersonators, and one thing led to another.
My goodness. And let me ask you this, though. Going from just a makeup counter assistant to that of a female impersonator is a major jump. Did it just sort of happen overnight, or were you performing before this agent got hold of you?
No, I had not performed yet. The agent wanted to send me out on bookings as a female impersonator, and I was thinking, well, who could I do that would be, fun? And in the wedding and bar mitzvah circuit that I was working, who would be a good character? And I picked the character Joan Rivers because... Is that going to screw you up?
That's live entertainment.
Judy Garland must be here. I'm channeling her.
Oh, okay. That'll work. Not to worry. Where, Frank? Where did it all start? Where was home?
Home is in New York, Long Island.
All right.
And it was a strange profession for somebody to go into from Long Island, New York.
Absolutely. And the first show you did was Joan Rivers? So you've always been Joan Rivers?
I've always been Joan Rivers. I started one time doing Diana Ross, but the makeup got a little difficult, so it went right into Joan Rivers quite quickly.
We assume that all female impersonators are gay. Is that a fact?
Over the last 20 years that I've been at the Riviera, I've met a lot of female impersonators that were also married. Lots of them had children. So I guess I'd say the majority are gay, but it's probably a myth to say that they're all gay.
Right. So in other words, to be a female impersonator, you don't have to be gay.
Right, absolutely not. No,
it's not a prerequisite.
Exactly. It's not a lifestyle they're promoting. It's a form of art.
Right. And in terms of the development of the art, I mean, it's gone now big time, big business. I can tell you the most, I guess, moving experience I ever had was in Sydney, Australia. I went into a nightclub up in King's Cross. Have you been to Sydney, Australia?
I've never been to Australia, but I'm thinking of going next year.
Oh, that'll be wonderful. Well, Marlene, no doubt, will take you. But I went in, and there was a group of entertainers. I was not aware of the fact that they were female impersonators. And I was incredibly moved, without being too graphic, on seeing this gorgeous blonde that appeared on stage. I'm trying desperately to think of her name, but it escapes me for the time being.
Famous star?
Well, a fairly famous impersonator of that time. And I felt sexually attracted to this gorgeous woman. And the psychological blow for me when I later discovered that what I was getting all emotional about was in fact a man was quite tremendous. You must get a lot of people in the course of your work and the peoples that you meet that are amazed at the fact that, such a guy who's as good looking as you has not found himself a female partner.
What do you say? That another woman has wanted to?
Well, you're such a good-looking guy. Apart from being a very beautiful woman when you're made up.
See, the women want me, but not for the fact that I look good. They want me because they want to double their wardrobe.
Well, that would work. talk to me a little bit about wardrobe, Frank. It's so much a part of what you do. Who does all your costumes?
90% of the costumes that were in the show are done by the designer Bob Mackey.
Okay.
Who also, people out there probably would know him from designing with Cher and Cara Burnett and,
Right.
the big Diana Ross.
Sure.
So, since I changed 17 times and I wear such elaborate costumes, he was the right choice for us to pick in the early days to start doing them. And ever since, he's been the designer that I choose first. I do have other designers, but he's the majority of them.
And is he based here in Las Vegas?
No, he's in California and in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what's the extent of your wardrobe now?
Well, you know what? I've kept every piece that I've ever had from day one, so I have a lot of it in a warehouse and stuff. But one day I'm thinking of doing a retro show, actually, and bringing out the old gowns from, the 80s and the 90s. Styles have changed so much, you don't realize it until you look at them. But I've kept them all. A few pieces have, gone on the wayside and I threw them out, but other things are in museums and stuff here in town. But I do have most of the stuff, so I have hundreds and hundreds of gowns.
I would have thought so. Where do you work? Do you work apart from here at Lacage? I mean, you've been in Lacage. Lacage has been here how long? How many years?
We're in our 19th year.
Okay.
We're one of the longest running shows. I am the longest running headliner. A matter of fact, I got in the Casino Hall of Fame with that title, the longest running headliner, and probably one of the youngest headliners right now.
Right.
Just turned 40.
Oh my goodness! This week, I believe.
This week, just turned 40.
Congratulations! Fantastic. I guess the show attracts people from all over the world, and your book has been extremely successful. It's my pride and joy. I have my personally autographed copy, which I'm very proud of, and I have copies that I've sent out to Australia and to various other people who've come here from around the world. You settled in Las Vegas when, Frank?
19 years ago, I came here for the show and came on a 6-week contract and have been here ever since.
You weren't the headliner then, I presume.
I was always the headliner.
Oh, were you really?
Yes.
Okay. And what other characters do you play apart from Joan Rivers?
I have tried every character in the world, but I do Joan for a little bit in the opening of the show, and then from there I just do my own female persona. Yeah.
Right. And that's obviously been very successful for you.
And I did that because I was afraid Joan Rivers' career might go with the wayside.
Right.
So lucky enough, hers has stayed up there with her new TV shows. But
I want to talk more about Joan Rivers in our second segment. The cast of the show comprise how many artists now?
There are 9 artists that do about 2 characters apiece, so we have about 18 stars in the show per night. Yes.
And the show is what, an hour, just over an hour long?
I'd say an hour and 20 minutes.
Hour and 20 minutes. And it takes you how long to transform from male to female?
I'd say about 45 minutes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Well, we're going to be back in just a minute. My special guest is Frank Marino, and we'll be back in one moment.